From Colorado's Stout Month festivities that paint the town dark with rich, creamy stouts to groundbreaking initiative like the National Black Brewers Association, aiming to ferment diversity, inclusivity into the craft beer scene. So excited about that. We're here to navigate you through the hops, the trends, and the impactful stories stirring up the industry.
Yeah, so you can be a local hophead or a global beer enthusiast. Stay tuned as we uncover stories that matter, from special stout releases and beer-centric celebrations to pivotal movements shaping the future of craft beer. So let's raise the little glass here and start getting into that brew news.
Let's do it.
That's so loud. Hurt my ears.
So yes, we said it. We're talking about Stout Month. But if you're in Colorado, how do you celebrate Stout Month? Well, you go to your local brewery and you ask for their stout. Just kidding. And if you're not in Colorado, ask your favorite brewery what they are doing for Stout Month.
Yeah.
We're going to get into all the where it came from and why it's around. So as we said, February in Colorado is celebrated as Stout Month, featuring a variety of events and new stout releases across the state. Some of the big ones include Super Stout Showcase at River North Brewery, Vanta Brews at Cerebral Brewing, a vintage stout tasting at Wiley Roots, and special stout tappings at Hops and Pie and Mountain Sun Pub and Brewery.
Yes.
We are probably going there later today.
Or Southern Sun.
Southern Sun, sorry. Southern. They have more parking.
And they're closer.
Yeah, technically closer. Also, don't forget about WeldWorks Brewing, who is often known for their pastry stouts. Would love to make it that far, but Boulder is the closest we can get today. But WeldWorks is releasing three Imperial Stouts, complemented by a chocolate pairing. Freaking love this. Love that more and more pairings are coming out. These particular events.
When is the chocolate pairing?
I don't know, but I will look it up.
Yeah.
We might be able to go.
Yeah, maybe we. Probably not today.
Well, not today. Anyway, I'll look it up. We can look it up. You can look it up. Everybody's got to go. All right. So events like those, the pairing and the Imperial Stout releases, they're meant to showcase these awesome releases that are coming out specifically for Stout Month. Barrel aged to sweet pastry varieties. This is the highlight that highlights Colorado's craft brew scene. Yeah. Right? One of those big events that we wait for all year round.
All year round. So good. I love stouts. Stouts are so good. I feel like I do like soup all winter, and I'm like not the person that like in South Dakota. It's like it would always like pudge you up in the winter. You have all these comfort foods. Where now I'm like soups are great, and I like lean up and I'm like drinking more wine and being more. And then Stout Month hits, and I'm just like.
Break out the stretchy pants.
I never leave the stretchy pants. It's fine.
Not anymore. Yeah, like, I feel like after age 35.
Just why?
Yeah.
People before us laid the groundwork for us to be able to wear yoga pants all day, and we don't have to wear jeans. Why would I insult them by wearing jeans? This is paying no respect for all the hard work it took to make yoga pants hot and good, and we can wear them publicly as sweatpants. But they're socially acceptable sweatpants, and I'm not going to insult the women that worked so hard before us.
Or maybe not an insult. Maybe you're saving those denims for a special night out in your Canadian tuxedo. That's what I would do.
That's what I would do. So that's how you're going to go to the Nuggets game?
Yes.
Your Canadian tuxedo.
And with a picture of a horse on my shirt. All right.
As you should.
Waving at you, Nicola.
Neighing at you, Nicola.
Neighing. Oh my God. You'd be like, get that horse-faced lady out of here. I swear I'm sober.
What if you had decided it was just a neigh on it?
Does that say nah? N-A-Y.
He'd be like, I understand.
Yeah.
Says, I love me.
Yeah.
In horse. All right, anyway,
Very excited to go to the game.
All right, so February is also Black History Month. Yep. And so we're going to highlight here the National Black Brewers Association as it's exploding into the craft beer scene. We want to take a minute to highlight them and the milestones that they've helped create. And honestly, a pretty white industry. That's right. There's actually less than 1% of all U.S. breweries that are Black owned, and only 10% in like the whole craft beer drinking scene that the Black community only represents about 10% of the drinkers as well. Okay. So still different. I mean, not well represented based on the breweries. And a even sadder fact that I really don't like, but learned this week, is there are 18 states in the U.S. right now that have 0 Black-owned breweries.
Wow.
That's insane. Like, that's absolutely bonkers to me. I feel like if it would have been like 5, I'd have been like, oh yeah, that sucks, but that's like 18.
Yeah, almost half.
Wild. Yeah. So many. Well, that was disappointing to see.
That is.
But the Kevin Johnson, who is the founder of MB2A, aims to increase the African American presence in the brewing, to focus on promoting Black brewing community, increasing African American involvement at all levels, advocating for the effective policies, and honoring the history of African American brewing.
Right.
Yeah, awesome. Super awesome. The association led the experienced industry figures plans to celebrate National Black Brewers Day and strengthen the relationships between Black legislators. The initiative is a major move toward inclusivity and representation within the craft brewing scene. And absolutely. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I don't necessarily think it's like a fault of how the space has grown. It just is very white male dominated. Yeah. Like, again, like I don't necessarily think anyone started it with the goal to achieve that.
No.
But it's just kind of is what ended up happening. And I love seeing more people in more push for inclusivity, because as an industry that's plateauing, that is how you stop plateauing.
Yeah. Yeah. Open up the doors.
Open up the doors. Right. Like, be more inclusive. And it's not saying you're like anyone's intentionally not being inclusive, but like, that's just, that is the way to grow. There's a huge section of people out on the market that just don't either feel comfortable, or they don't feel represented, or they don't know how to like break into the space. And so making it more welcoming will help that, and it will help the entire space grow. It's plateaued because we put a very small ceiling on it.
Yep. So. That was a good article. Thank you for sharing that. And the full one will be in the description. Hop Culture did a really good article on the National Black Brewers Association. Yeah. So if you want to read a little bit more into it, it's a really good article.
Cool.
All right. So, and honestly, that's those are the two big focuses this week.
Yeah.
Stout Month and Black History Month, right? Yeah. I think those are two pretty big. We don't really need to go above and beyond that. So let's see.
To unpack there.
Yeah, no shit, right? I feel like we could go on and on and on and on. Hopefully, if anything, like it highlights at least, some search results or questions, curiosity, brings a conversation to light. That would be
all you can ask for.
Pretty super duper, and I would be happy for that. Yeah. Very much so.
Bring a conversation.
That's right. Let's see. Well, that's me wrapping up. We'll just skip right to you.
Yeah, I mean, the segments today are really focused around community, culture, and change.
Right.
Each sip is going to tell a story. Each story is a step forward to a richer, more diverse beer world.
Yeah.
As it should be. We're just going to hit more flavors, and we're going to hit more variety. And I mean, so a lot of stuff I've been doing research on for Black History Month is talking about like bringing in like these different African flavors into the beers. And it reminded me of the Indian story, or the story of like the Indian
Ruby beer.
There you go. And then bringing in like the Indian flavors and like pairing it with curry that like you just don't see if you don't have the experience. And so like not only is it going to help not plateau and help open the doors for more variety, but you're going to hit on different flavors that culturally you don't know if you were not exposed to them. It's not again anyone's fault. It's just,
speaking of storytelling, it's a whole new realm of perspective and storytelling.
Exactly.
I like that a lot.
Through your palate.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. And the people you share it with.
Yeah. Super
Very
cool. Yeah.
Very cool.
Can't wait to see this.
Yeah.
Continue to grow and expand.
Absolutely. Remember, the world of craft beer is always brewing with news, and we'll be here to bring you the latest. So until next time, keep exploring, keep tasting, be curious, support the brewers and people that are serving those beers, and making a difference.
Yeah. That's easy. Seems easy enough.
Seems easy enough, but it always takes time, right?